the Nordic Nations got a new focus tree, and I would say one of them is pretty underappreciated. And the nation I'm talking about, and we're going to play today, is Norway. Yes, Norway actually has a pretty strong focus tree, and today I will show you why. So without further ado, Ironman, historical, and go. So, Norway, 1936. We don't have the biggest industry, nor the biggest army, nor a lot of research slots. So, what do we have? A strong focus tree. It's actually pretty strong, I'm not joking. And the path we're gonna choose today is not monarchist. We're gonna go down communist, because I want to change things up. And the Norwegian communist path is actually pretty strong. Ironically, it's really strong. So let's start with the resurgent labor movement. In the background, I'm gonna build one infrastructure over here. Why? I will tell you later. Otherwise, I'm just gonna build mills down here. Research-wise, I'm gonna be very boring. Engineering and production. And equipment-wise, I'm gonna build a bit of everything, because we will need it. But with that all done now, let's start the game. First focus is done. The people of Norway are waking up, giving us communist support, losing a bit of stability, but sacrifices have to be made. So now we have a choice. Do we go with the Soviet Union, or do we follow our own path? And you know what? We don't need anyone else. We're already great. We're Norway. And soon we're even communist. So we don't need any help. Let's do our own thing. The false communists have been prosecuted, bringing us to the seats of revolution. This will basically unlock us a Spanish Civilwar system. If you know what I'm talking about, you will see it in a bit. And gives us more political power and communist support. So let's do that. And while all of this is going on, we will need more communist support. So I'm gonna get myself a good communist advisor, while also giving us good construction speed. There are other advisors, but she's the only one that doesn't disappear later on. So I'm gonna go with her. The seats of revolution is done, unlocking this basically Spanish Civilwar system, where we have to get states under our control. And we need at least 10 support, and we can get up to 20. We will not need more than 10 support. The only real problem we have right now is political power, because we get very limited political power right now. And yes, we get the 1.8 because I haven't chosen a focus right now. So don't get your hopes up. And that we can only get 3 support per state. And we can only do 3 states right now, which means 9 support. And for the revolution focus, we need 10 support. So yeah, it's not going to be enough. But if you look into the limitations, we see that we can only influence states with at least 2 naval dockyards, or 2 civilian factories, or 2 military factories, or 3 infrastructure. And you know what? The state up here has 2 infrastructure, and we're currently building a 3rd one. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm basically guaranteeing us a state where we can invest points in. And the only reason I'm doing this with infrastructure is because infrastructure is just faster built than any factory. So yeah, that's why I do it. It's just fast. Anyways, let's invest our political power, bringing us up to 3 support. By the way, maybe I shouldn't forget to choose a focus now. I nearly forgot that. Getting 2 mills and 1 civ. And yes, those are 2 mills. 1 mill per state and 2 states. Very good. And also, we get a Trotsky event. Look at that. And we can give him an office. Let's go. Trotsky joins our government. The Soviet Union is not happy. But that doesn't matter. Rearmament is finished. Let's get even more mills. Our military industry has been kickstarted. And best of all, we have enough communist support to do these focuses down here. So let's do them. Giving us 3 civilian factories, manpower, militias, and even better, communism support and political power. And we need political power, so that's actually not bad. But I'm gonna start with the civilian factories because, you know, the earlier you have them, the better. So we can do some research, and very important now, let's research transport ships, because we don't have the technology. And I always tend to forget it. So let's research it now before I do. So we're done with the focuses over here. And while we're still influencing our nation and basically wait for political power to finish this, we're at 7 out of 20 right now, I will reform the army. Let's do that. The first army reform is done, and it's pretty good. But you know what's even better? The second army reform, giving us attack and breakthrough. Pretty good. And finally, we have enough political power to influence the last province, giving us 10 support, which is enough for the focus. And it's actually pretty good timing, because we're about to finish this focus. A thing I didn't talk about yet is the negative spirits. And there's a good reason for that. It really doesn't matter for us, because when we start the Civilwar right now, they will disappear. So, rice workers and farmers, let's get back our Norway. So the Civil War is about to start. Very important now. Gonna delete the army. And yes, this is pretty cheesy, but it's one of those Civil Wars where you can do that. And if you remember that this part of Norway exists, you want to do that. Trust me. The Civil War will otherwise take forever. But here you go. The Civil War started. We have a lot of troops. And the other side has none. In the background, I'm gonna start consolidate power for political power. And we lose communism. Okay. And very important now, all of these troops take this, but not the capital city. All of my ships, convoy right here. Yeah, there's a reason to that. And at last, let's build a few horses. Because, yeah, we have to conquer this and it takes forever with infantry. So we're gonna get horses. This also gives us an approximate time when the enemy will have troops. So we have a timer now. Very good. Our horses are ready. Let's go north. And around this time, the AI should also deploy the units. So, yeah, as I said, it's a good measurement. There you go, first unit. I don't want to take the province. Very important. I don't want to take it. So I'm going to control right click to support attack the province. This way they attack, but don't take it. Very good. Now we control a city, which is the one city we do need. Very fast Civil War. Pretty good. Welcome to the Norwegian People's Republic. Anyways, let's get an advisor for more political power gain, which brings us up to 1.2 political power. That's pretty good. And once we have more war support, I will jump all the way up to war economy because we're not too far off and it's a good economy law. In the background, let's build a real army. I mean, real enough, like 18 with troops. I don't really want to change them yet because I don't have any equipment anyways. But this will help a lot. And now, with the revolution done, we have greater goals. Because we get a focus, which basically gives us a war goal on all the Nordic nations. I don't know if Iceland is Nordic, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to say, and Iceland. I got it wrong many times, okay? Please don't be angry. Which basically, if we are prepared, should allow us to proclaim Nordic unity and core everything that we just conquered, which is pretty strong. Just be careful that this is a choice between the Kalmar Union and Nordic unity. So even though we could probably restore the Kalmar Union before we can proclaim Nordic unity, we won't click it because then we can't do Nordic unity anymore and that would be a waste for no reason. So yeah, I learned that the hard way. And no, we're not gonna do the North Sea Empire. I will not get Britain in time, okay? Be quiet. But before we do that, I need a few more troops, so send the king back to Denmark.
I'm your king.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
And yeah, here you see we have like no negative modifier anymore, only the military one. Yeah, this is why I didn't talk about the negative ones, because they will all disappear after the Civil War. Easy. The fall of the Norwegian royal family. Goodbye. Allowing us to expand our military industry. This gives us 6 military factories. 2 in Nordland, 2 in... Okay, I'm not going to pronounce this, but you know what I mean. What I don't understand is how 10 people in Jan Mayen will work in 2 factories at full efficiency. What? But doesn't matter. Let's get them. And you know what? Because we haven't done it yet, let's get Trotsky into the government, giving us even more communist support. Do we need it? No, but you know, it's Trotsky, so he's cool, okay? And even better, we can make him general of our armies. Looks kind of sick with that. Not gonna lie. The focus is done, and not gonna lie, the amount of military factories we have now, if you think about the beginning of the game where we had 2, yeah, it's quite a lot. We had 15 now. But you know what? I'm gonna get myself a little bit more war support and political power, and then we'll be conquerors. I was wondering where all my fuel was, and then I remembered my navy was still convoy hunting. Yeah, that was stupid. Anyways, we denounced the German Reich. Let's get some war goals. Also giving us a good modifier for like 3 years. And on top of that, we formed the northern turn with Paraguay. Yay. I have no idea. That's so random. But we can go up to war economy now. And I also upgrade us to extensive conscription before. So I feel like we're looking pretty good. Reawaken the permanent revolution. Done. In the background, I'm gonna get myself a few more military factories and manpower. But what's very important now is that we declare all the wars. Because if we don't do that, the allies will guarantee whoever we don't attack right now. Because the world tension did spike right now because we did declare war or 4. And the allies don't like that. So we have either the choice of declaring one war and not getting anyone else, or declaring all the wars and having to deal with that. Yeah, in my opinion, I want to have everything, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm greedy. You can't stop me. And Denmark surrenders. Very cool. No, I will come over there and I will take your ass. But good news, the Soviets sent me 7 volunteers, which should help a lot. I don't know why they do it, because they hate me. But I'm not gonna say no to some help, because my army is not that big yet. And I'm gonna use a lot of walking around the enemy tactics, because they work. And I'm also gonna research tanks, because we will need space marines, so Germans will attack us later. So yeah, did I talk about that we have a time pressure on this? We have a time pressure on this, by the way. This guy is not chill. He's not. So the Northern troops are encircled. Let's see if we can keep it that way. We'll probably have to go up service by requirement, because we have to conquer a lot in limited time. Now we'll take whatever manpower I can get here. So yep. I never had that before. The Danish naval invading over here in my capital. And I'm so lucky, because right now the Soviet troops spawned in. So yeah, that was scary. That was actually scary. Oh, I really don't like that. I get the finish events now, and yeah, we have to hunt them down otherwise, you know. Yeah, not a big fan. So these pockets are nearly closed, which should free up a lot of my resources. The background I have to deal with a small Danish naval landing. Hello, Swedish tank. Goodbye, Swedish tank. Yeah, this is horrible front lines, but that's the best way to take out the Swedish. Just be everywhere and be annoying. And encircle them again and again and again. And the best way to deal with the Finnish is to just not fight them. Just, you know, let them take land. It works. And Sweden has capitulated. Beautiful. I'm gonna steal everything. If I've done everything right, there should be no one on the Danish border. Yeah, that was the hardest crossing, and we just walked over it. Pretty good. This is why I didn't take this province over here, because they don't guard it if there's an ally next to them. Like, I'm abusing the AI so hard in this playthrough. I'm so sorry, but I'm playing Norway, okay? Like, we're not the strongest nation at the beginning. You gotta give me some slack here. And I think we've won. Yeah. And it only really leaves Finland and, yeah, Iceland. But Iceland is not gonna be hard. Anyways, let's get over here. I feel like the Soviets should buy some time in the north, so we have like a buffer zone. I will just be very rude and naval invade. This way I save myself a lot of time. But we will need our navy over here, so let's get that. And they have no one at the coast. Yeah, beautiful. The entire army is over here. And Finland has capitulated, which means there's only one nation left. I'm coming for you, Iceland. And I'm actually gonna send 5 divisions over here, or maybe even 6. Basically, don't underestimate this naval landing, because Iceland does have troops now, and they will defend themselves. Not with a lot, but it can be annoying. And right now, we could form the Kalmar Union, but as I said, don't. Because we can't proclaim Nordic unity anymore after that. So we're just gonna wait for Iceland, and then we proclaim Nordic unity, which is just way stronger. I'm also gonna immediately repair the Swedish mines, because they're really good. Medium tank, let's go. And with these focuses over here done, which are all very strong, this one over here gave us 6 civilian industry. I will do building an independent Norway next. And this one is also pretty good. Once again, 4 civilian industry. What is there to add? Like when I said Norway gets a ridiculous amount of industry, that's what I mean. They just get industry. On the background, the naval landing is starting, so force attack. You go in here, you go in here, you go in here, and then we should have this. But you need a force attack here, because they are very entrenched. Good, Iceland capitulated, taking everything, and even better, allowing us to proclaim Nordic unity. Pouring Norway, I mean, yeah, we don't need that, but sure. Sweden, Denmark, Finland, and Iceland. Let's do it. And we nearly have 1 million manpower now, so pretty good. So all of my troops come home. We also got way more mills now. That's going to be very helpful in a second. Building an independent Norway is done, which allows us to go down Norwegian School of Economics. And here we get really good modifiers. Less consumer goods and faster construction speed for civilian industry. Don't ask me why, but Norway gets so much bonuses for building stuff faster. It is ridiculous. But you know what? I'm not one to complain. Let's just take it. But yeah, we have to prepare very soon for making friends, because Czechoslovakia just has disappeared, and I think we're soon next. I'm gonna try to hold this here, because we don't have an air force, so this is unrealistic. But once I get the research done for the medium tank, I will start to spam out anti-air tanks, and it should help so much with defending. But yeah, that will still take a little bit, so it's gonna be interesting the beginning. But what we do definitely need is a coast guard. So I'm gonna use that as a coast guard, spam out a good amount of them, or as much as I can, which is 17, I guess, and try to protect every port, because we will have a lot of fun with naval invasions. Yeah, I know. Great. Oh, the mine's about to be repaired, so yeah. I think we don't need to import steel anymore, or tungsten. This is so busted. Base basic medium tank chassis is researched. And you know what? I'm gonna immediately jump into the next one because, you know, better tanks are just good. But let's build a Space Marine tank. And we already have improved anti-air. I did make sure to get that. But yeah, I think that's all we can do for now. Let's build it immediately. Because it has nice bonuses and we'll need them very soon, let's get a new Norway. The Nordic Socialist States will be known as the Northern Revolutionary Front. And it modifies an independent Norway with a lot of good stuff. Let's go. And we have such a good industry now. Look at it. We built on 3 factories on full capacity. And we have like 42 mills. And we started with 2. So that's good. I kind of love nations like this, where you start off very weak, but you can become very strong through your focus tree. And it has to be earned, though, because everything we did was not easy. But if you know what you're doing, it's possible. So we got more armor research. Let's put it on the tank. Even armor skirts, pretty cool. Let's build that. And yes, that's the reason why I haven't used any of my army experience, by the way, because we don't really get any army experience. We get it from exercises right now, but we don't have any army advisor as communist Norway. We just don't. We started with one at the beginning, but after the revolution, he's gone. I mean, not really. He's still in the army, but he's not helping us anymore. Very egoistical. But I will try to fix it with promoting Trotsky to a field marshal, and it will hopefully fix it. The Northern Revolutionary Front. Looking pretty cool, actually. That's some kind of brown-orange? I don't know. Like a new color I haven't really seen yet, and it does kind of fit the communism of the North. I don't know. I like this. I like this a lot, and the flag is way better. So, yep, already worth it. But I think the time has come to finally get our 4th research slot, because I've not done anything to get there yet. Yeah, maybe I should. Oh, Poland refused the ultimatum. The South is going very heated. But I think the time has come. I'm gonna add anti-air and my anti-air tank to my normal division. They're not done at all yet, but I feel like it's the things I can afford before the war. And this should give me enough support against air that we should hold out. Once again, this is about surviving as long as possible until our industry is ready. And right now, we are in a good position, but we're not really there yet. We need to research more stuff. We need to build more equipment. We need to have a bigger army. So yeah, we're kind of buying ourselves time with that. And yes, I'm sacrificing mainland Denmark. I'm so sorry, but there's nothing I can do. By the way, once again, this guy just randomly gives us land doctrine cost, you know, which is fine. That is fine. But then he also gives civilian factory construction speed. I guess, you know, it's really good, but why here? It's so weird. Oh, Soviet Union gives me communist pressure. I hope that doesn't influence my government. And they ask for the land over here. And you know what? I'm just gonna give it to them. It's nothing really in there. Like, I will lose like 3 civilian industry. And for that, I don't get a war with the Soviets, like forever. Yes, sure, have it. We might get it back later, but for now, no. I'm not gonna fight for this. Wait, we actually only lose this. So we lose 2 civil industry. We actually keep the other bits. Okay, saying yes is the right choice. Definitely. Man, this independent Norway modifier is just really adding up at the moment. It's getting such a block of green stuff. I love it. So some time has passed. The Germans have declared war on me. And yeah, they're not having fun. And they're trying really, really hard to break through. And it's not happening. No, it's just not happening. Just be careful that you don't forget to build a railroad over here. Because when I started this conflict, I kind of forgot. Yeah, it works now, but it's bad if you forget about it. Oh my god, the naval landings in the north, what is going on? Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with naval invasions right now. Just as an update for our industry, right? We have 52 military factories and 56 civilian. And on top of that, this modifier is going crazy. 30% civilian construction speed. Now, I want to build civilian industry very soon. That's going to be so fast. Oh, and very important. The Soviets also want to send you volunteers in this war. Don't say yes. A very limited supply over here as is. If the Soviets come to help, quote unquote, you will have a way worse time defending this. By the way, this anti-air tank is huge. I love it. Look at the damage you're doing. It is actually wild. 11, 20, 16. I've reduced the CAS of Germany and the bombers by so much. It is wild. Oh, and there's one Italian unit trying to land. Sure. Yeah, I get constant naval invasions, but thanks to the Coast Guard, it's holding out. Very important, build a Coast Guard. Oh my god. I just learned that Trotsky can't be chief of army because he's already an advisor. You know what? Then go back to leading armies. You're the new field marshal, and I hope you're gonna be good. And the guy that refuses to be my chief of army, I'm gonna banish you with fort defense duty. I'm deleting so many German divisions with naval landings. It is wild. Be gone. Even the Italians just have huge losses through that. I mean, how much did they lose already? I lost 24k. The Italians lost to me 72k. Okay, that's decent. The Germans 666k. Okay, yeah, they have a bit more losses. A little bit. You know what? Because I have the equipment, let's upgrade our infantry division. And that's gonna be a juicy one. At the same time, let's improve our production lines. Improved production lines is done, giving us this amazing modifier. And this is just such a contrast to the beginning of the game. We have so many green modifiers now. Oh, and the Germans started the war against the Soviets. I feel like my time to shine has just begun. Because that means the Germans will remove a lot of the troops from my front line. That gives me the chance to actual push. And because we're at the offensive now, let's get some nice modifiers against Mr. Mustache-Man. Let's go. We actually broke through. That is actually so big. Because breaking through here is not just hard for Germany, it's also hard for me. Yeah, let's not lose momentum. Push. Oh my god, how many Italian troops were there? What? I feel like I found the port where they prepared the naval invasions from. Oh, look at all of these encircled Germans. Let's go. At the same time, even more encircled Germans. Oh, now I'm encircled. And now the Germans are encircled again. The emotional roller coaster here. But yeah, I feel like we liberated Denmark and we can go into German proper now. So let's do exactly that. And exact on timing, we get the modifier against Germany. Plus 40% attack bonus. There's a lot. So let's whoosh. Oh my god, the pockets. It is so good. Yeah, I feel like Germany regrets this now. You know, it was not the best idea to attack me. They've unleashed the Kraken. I am the Kraken. Oh my god, the Germans try so hard to make a counteroffensive. Even land in Finland. I think that's not the play here. And they actually completed a compliance government on 30%. Good. Let's send the spies down. And another 24 units ready. Let's go. I'm now up to 170 losses, which is, you know, actually quite high, but Germany is at 1.5 million against me, so the KD here is pretty good. I mean, Italy's another 181, but that's not that much. I really don't understand how they already lost 2 million against the Soviet Union, but, you know, it's a their problem. It's not a me problem, so I don't care. In the background, I'm just building civilian economy now, because I don't really need military economy anymore. And Germany has capitulated. You're welcome, allies, by the way. I'm just saying that, you know, I liberated everything, even Poland. I'm the good guy this time around. No one can say anything else. And I would like myself some Italian puppets, so let's go down there. And finally, I can promote a field marshal to be a chief of army. Oh, that took forever. Even infantry specialist. Like, I never had those. It's so stupid. I'm just gonna be rude and say that. I feel like space marines in these situations are very strong. Mussolini deposed? Do I get the puppet? Please, please me, please me. I mean, I'm nearly in Rome, so I would be really sad if I don't get it. I'm doing all the work here. Yes, I got it. Transfer the territory. Free puppet, best puppet. I'm gonna immediately start building in them because I have to annex them. Otherwise, they will break free. So the Balkan is nearly won, but I gotta say, that was not fun. A lot of different parties were involved in the Balkan. I gotta tell you that. Ayo. Italy? Capitulated. Wait, why is Great Albania the last great power? What is this? I can't even get there. Literally surrounded by the Comintern and the Allies. I can't even get there. The hackbox in Great Albania. This is horrible. Okay, I ask Australia for military access, and in that second I win. Welcome to the new world order, which looks horrible. We have over here 2 Austrias, and I basically got Germany and Italy under my control, which is pretty good. So I have to say, we're looking pretty good now. I mean, how much industry do we have now? 166 and 113 mils. That is actually huge. But sadly, I have to end the recording for today. I don't have any more time. But you know what? At the day this video releases, I will continue playing this campaign on my Twitch. I'm having a lot of fun with this, and I do want to continue playing this. I just literally don't have any more time. So I hope I see you there. To my supporters, I love you. Until next time, bye.